Hey y'all, this is Dina. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I'm back today with another idea for you. I had previously done a tutorial for the personal size traveler's notebook. You could see what it is. I put a flap on this one. I love the colors of this one, but I put a flap on them, and I decided to make some without a flap as well. And so anyway, I went ahead and kind of altered my dimensions a little bit, and let me show you what I did. These are a few that I've made. This is the last one I've made. I think this one might be geared toward kids. Hopefully they will like it. But anyway, you can kind of see what it looks like inside. Got my pockets. And it has 3 inserts with paper in it, and then it comes with a bookmark and more cut-aparts. Let's see here. So there's that one. I've got 2 that are Christmas-themed ones. You can kind of see what it looks like. I used some of the paper I got a Tuesday morning. Got some pocket folder, 3 inserts. And then another little thing with some little cut-aparts in it, and a bookmark. They all come pretty much with the same items in it. And so anyway, you can kind of see, here's a few more. Let me move these over here. Here's another Christmas one, same paper, but just a little bit different encouragement card on the front. And then I've got these out of my retro paper. You can see what it looks like inside. I love these right here, y'all. And I put some cut-aparts in here. Got the folders and three sections of paper. So pretty much they're all the same, but just different paper. So anyway, okay, so let me just quickly show you how I did this. So anyway, let's get started. Okay, so like I said, what I did is I went ahead and I changed the dimensions of this and just cut off the flap. It's what I've done. So anyway, let me show you what I did. So I've already cut my paper, and my cover is going to be out of this paper, and this paper pad is from Joann Fabrics. It's called Sweet and Sassy by DCWV. I love this paper. It's really neat, nice double-sided paper. So this is going to be the cover, and my cover measures 5 1/8 by 8 1/4. So let's just do a little scoring on this. Okay, I gotta get this kind of sideways so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm first going to score at 3 5/8, which is the line right past half. And then I'm going to score at 4 1/8, so that's one line past the 4. And then go to 4 5/8, and that's the line right past the 4 by 4 1/2. And there you go. You got our score lines there. And while I'm at it on scoring, let's go ahead and score the paper for our folder. My folder paper measures 7 by 7, and I'm gonna score it at 3 1/2, so right down the middle. And then I'm gonna turn it, and then I'm gonna score it at 4 5/8, so that way we can make our pocket. That's all the scoring that we're gonna need to do, y'all. Okay, so let's get back over here to the cover. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to round our corners. You can leave them squared if you want. I'll kind of go back and forth on which corner trumper I want to use. But anyway, I got my corners rounded. Sometimes my corners don't always get good and round, so I flip my paper. And there I go. Got them nice and rounded. So what I do is I fold on the 2 outer score lines. I don't fold on the center score line. I just pretty much keep it squared, and I use that kind of as a guide of where to put my holes. So let me go over here, and I'm gonna grab my laminating sheet. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get this going. And while I've got my laminating sheet here, I don't want to waste, so I'm gonna go ahead and put my folder together as well. Okay, so this was the 7 by 7. We're going to go ahead and we're going to get this folded in half, kind of crease it down really good, fold it up, crease it really good. And what I do is I take it on the long end, and this bottom part is going to be the folder that folds up. I'm just going to take my scissors, and from the fold, I'm just going to cut off like that much. So I've cut this much off. And then I'm just going to take some adhesive. I'm just going to fold these up. And there you go, you got your folder. I'm going to go ahead and round the corners here as well. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna get this in here with the covers so we don't waste our laminating sheet. And here we go. Okay, I'm using my Scotch laminator. And my laminating sheets are the Scotch thermal laminating sheets. I got mine at Target. They sell these on Amazon. They sell them at Walmart. They sell them many places. This is the package from the thermal laminating sheets that I'm using. There I go again, y'all, throwing things on the floor. Gotta pick up when I'm done. I didn't go to work today because I wasn't feeling very good. Kind of still feeling puny, but I got up because I can only lay so long. So I decided to get up and let me do this really fast, and I'll go lay back down. So anyway, okay. So let me get my trimmer. Let's get this all trimmed. And let's see here. What I do is I line my paper up with the gray line on there. If I line it up like that, I have the same dimension on each side every time. I'm going to go ahead and trim this one up as well. Actually, let me turn it around so I can hold it better. Okay, let me go ahead and just might as well trim this all up and get this all done. This little tin is so quick and easy to make. So easy. The hardest part is figuring out what kind of paper you want to use. Okay, so I got my little folder started there. Let's go ahead and finish trimming up our cover. One more side. Okay, so that's all I'm going to need with that right now. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to snip my corners. I have a hard time kind of rounding them with the corner rounder. It doesn't go all the way through. You can punch on it and then trim off from there. But I just pop off the corners. And let's see here. I just always look really good and make sure if I don't need to run this back through the laminator. And I kind of see a little bit raised right there. So I'm going to poke that one back through my laminator. And I'm going to go ahead and start working on this folder. Okay, so on the folder, I'm going to take my, here comes my cover, y'all. Coming out of the laminator here. I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and I'm going to line it up with the edge of where the flaps are. I'm going to gently press down. I'm going to turn this so this opens up. Got it good and cut there. There we go. It's looking good. Okay, so what I do with these as well, let me go ahead and trim off these corners. After I open it back up, and you don't have to laminate this, I just think because it's so much wear and tear on the little pockets and stuff, that's why I like to laminate them. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to pop this back through to make sure everything's good and adhered down. So I'm going to pop that back through my laminator. Okay, so now back for the cover. I'm going to fold on those two outer lines just gently. And then I'm going to take my EK Successes hole punch. And I'm going to punch my holes. I'll turn on this so you can see better. I'm going to punch 3 holes at the bottom, 3 at the top, like I usually do. And this one has a guide in it, so I just bring it all the way up. And I'm going to punch myself 3 holes. I'm going to flip it and do the same thing on the other end. So Miss Dina Neal claimed her prize. I will be getting that in the mail to her tomorrow. Thank you so much, everyone, for subscribing and all the wonderful congratulations and kind words that you sent for Miss Dina. But anyway, she wrote me and was real excited, so I will get that out to her tomorrow. So there's our pocket folder, nice and laminated so it won't come apart. And let me see, I just need to get my center hole. I'm going to grab my big hole punch and I'm going to line up a center hole about in the middle on that little skinny line in the middle. Just kind of eyeball it. And there we go. And now I'm just going to take some of my, let me see what color this is. I do have a little bit of colored. Nah. Maybe the light blue. Light blue might be pretty. Oh, I kind of like that. Kind of clashes. I think I'll stick with white. Okay, so you want to take your elastic cording. I got this off of Amazon. It is 2 millimeter. And I'm going to poke this. I always start mine by threading it through the middle center hole at the top, or the hole at the top in the center, and I go out through the back and through the hole to the left of that center hole. And then I go down to the bottom. If you've watched any of my videos before on making notebooks, you've probably already seen this, but just in case you haven't, I decided I'd go ahead and show you. Okay. Let's see here. Hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. I was just kind of under the weather. Thought I was getting better yesterday, but today I woke up with such bad headaches, and so I can't function too well at work when I'm like that, so I stayed home today, and after I'm done with this, I will go back to bed, take a nap. Okay, So, okay, I'm going to trim this off. Okay, so I started at the top, went through there, the hole, came out the other side, went down, and went down through that hole, up underneath, went back up through that hole, over here, went behind, down, went behind, and now I end up like this. Now I'm gonna make sure it's tight enough, but not too tight where it bows. And tie a really good knot so it holds everything together. Okay, I usually tie it at least 2 or 3 little knots there, and then I trim it off, and there we go. We got that one. I love the color. The color's so cute. Now let's just put the elastic for outside. And you can see that pretty much is about maybe a foot. You probably won't need that much, but I usually cut off about that much, and then I can trim. It's better to have a little too much than not enough, y'all. Okay, pull it through, just kind of see how it's looking. I like it. I usually tie 2 or 3 knots here and make sure they're good and tight. You don't want nothing to come undone. There you go. So now, my friend, we have our cover with our elastic already on there. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stick my pocket folder in. You can put it anywhere you want. I think that I might put it in the front this time. And actually, let me grab some of my clear pockets so I can go ahead and get those in. I can find them. There we go. If you need some of these clear pockets, y'all, from Target, now's the good time if you can go to Target. Now, if you don't have a Target around you, I don't think they sell these on the internet because they're like in their dollar bins. These things I think are these are $3 a pack. But if you have a Target close to you, these are real handy. Now, I have seen some different kind of clear pockets like this on Amazon. Just kind of search clear adhesive pockets and you can maybe find it on Amazon if you can't find it, if you don't have a Target close to you. Okay, I always put one in the front and one in the back. That way then if they want to just grab their little planner, grab their little notebook, they could stick their ID down in there and just carry this and go. Makes it that easy. Okay. So let me work on the little folders or the little notebooks. As always, I usually use these composition books from Walmart, or I can use the 3-pack composition books from Dollar Tree. But Dollar Tree, theirs don't have as many pages in it. And theirs are $1 for 3, and these are, I believe, 88 cents for 3, and they have more pages in it. So it's a better deal if you can go to Walmart. Okay, so now, the first thing I'm going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and prepare all 3 of these and get my tape on here. I'm going to take my red tape, and what we're going to do is we're going to make covers for our notebooks, because we want it to match our little notebook. So you put adhesive on, I put adhesive on the black strips. I don't want the black strips to show, so I'm just gonna put adhesive on it. Here's my faithful red tape. I've had people ask me about red tape. Where do I get it? I get mine at Tuesday Morning, but they sell it at most craft stores, which I have seen it at Hobby Lobby. It does cost a little bit more at Hobby Lobby or the other craft stores over Tuesday morning, because Tuesday morning I get it super cheap, like less than $2 a roll. Okay, one more. So if you're interested in the red tape, that's where I got it from. It's Tuesday morning. You know, y'all, last night I was sitting here and my husband came in and just started looking around my room. I went, wow, he finally came in. And he looked around like trying to see all the stuff I have in here. He was just kind of laughing. He does not care. He's very supportive of my craftiness and my channel and everything. So anyway, yeah, he was pretty funny. He comes in here. Okay, so I have 3 different pieces of paper that I'm going to use for the cover. Now this was the same one, but I'm just going to use the other side. I can use the polka dotted side too, or the words side. I think I'm going to use polka dotted side. I kind of like that together. So the first thing I'm going to do before I adhere them onto the books is I'm going to go ahead and round my corners. Now the covers for this, I cut them at 6 3/4 by 4 1/2. And by cutting it like that, it fits perfectly over these little notebooks. Now, since if you're using the Dollar Tree notebooks, remember they have less pages inside the notebook, inside the little composition books. So you might have to alter your dimension just a little bit, or maybe trim if you use these dimensions. Okay, one more. To go ahead and get these corners rounded now, that way I don't have to do with it afterwards. My corner rounder here always leaves an extra little pointy thing on the side, so I keep flipping it. Okay. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, just open it up. This is the top. So I'm going to go ahead and take off a strip of my red tape. And what did I do with my other tape? Here it is. I'm going to put tape right along the edge. And I'm going to just do one side only to start. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to line it up right on the edge. Don't lay it down till you got it good and lined up. And there you go. So that's looking good. When you get to the top, kind of fold it over. And then we're going to peel off the adhesive on the other side. Add some tape right along the edge. And then you take it and pull it real tight, and there you go. Now, if you can see a little bit of the notebook there, like I can, I just take my scissors and kind of trim it off. I don't want it to show. And there you go. Went from ugly to pretty. Okay, so let's do the other two. Okay, gonna start with one. This is the back because there's the lines up there. Okay, go ahead and get this lined up. And get to the top, fold it over. Get your adhesive, pull it. I like that paper, it's very pretty. Looks pretty good. One more. So there's the front. Go ahead and put your adhesive. Make sure you get along the edge. You want to make sure your paper is adhered down really well. Okay, got the front, fold it, press it down. You can put some adhesive right here on the spine if you want, but I haven't had an issue with not putting it there, or if I put it there or not, so I'm just gonna not worry about it since I have it on the front and the backs, and that's in the fold anyway. Okay, pull it as tight as you can, make sure it's lined up. I got that one off a little bit. And when you do that, take your scissors and trim off the folder color. There you go. You could try to pull it off and straighten it back up, but it's just, to me, it's a little easier just to pull it off. Okay, so I've got my 3 notebooks, so let's go ahead and get those popped in. Okay. You can decide which order you want these in. To me, it kind of doesn't matter. So I'll just put them in. As long as, if I did 2 of the same paper, I wouldn't put the 2 same papers together. Okay. One more. There you go. Got those in. Look how little cute little thing that is. Look. It's just enough space. Nothing overhangs outside the little cover. Perfect size. I love these. Love it, love it. Okay. So there we go. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and I cut out myself an encouragement card out of the paper pad, and I've gone ahead and laminated it. So this is what's going to go on the front. It says go where your dreams take you, and it matches the paper. So I like that. But I also had some encouragement cards or little cut-aparts in here that I'm going to add in. Each one of my little books are going to come with some cut-aparts. I'm not going to overdo these because these are going to probably be like $10 or $11. I was sitting yesterday trying to figure out how much I wanted to sell these for, and so I have to take into account, okay, it was only 88 cents for my 3 notebooks. And so 88 cents, and it just took like 3 pieces of paper or 4 pieces of paper and a piece of laminate and the cording. So really it only costs about $3 to make this. So I think that charging 10 or 11 is a good price for these. They're small, little handy ones. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I went ahead and cut a piece of paper for the bookmark, because I'm adding a bookmark in every one of my little things here. So let me grab a quick piece of laminate and just put it through my machine. And I'm not going to use the whole thing because I don't like to waste, so I'm just going to cut it off and just get a little piece and pop it through my laminating machine, and I will be done. I think it's so cute. Okay, so I'm putting my little bookmark through the laminating machine, and we're done, y'all. Kind of cleaning up some of this red tape over here, the little plastic things from it. I'm trying to keep my craft room clean. It's not too bad right now. It's just a little bit. A little bit of stuff here. Okay, so I got my little bookmark. I'm gonna go ahead and just trim it off. Trim off the plastic. Okay, got that. Now, the only thing I'm going to do is I'm going to punch myself some little holes. And since the hole is so small in here, I punch 2. If your hole puncher is bigger, you don't have to punch like that, but I punch 2. Now let me grab a quick piece of ribbon to stick in there and we'll be done. And let's see. I need to organize my ribbon. Stick a little pink in there. I'm gonna stick some pink. And got a nice roll of pink here. I'm just gonna cut myself a strip. It's about a little more than a foot. That's too long, but I'll just trim it. And I just take my ribbon and I fold it and kind of stick it into the hole. Hopefully this one's not too thick, because I might have to make my hole a little bigger. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna poke it through. Put it through like this. Got myself a cute little bookmark tail. I like to cut mine at a diagonal. There we go. I'm going to stick my little bookmark in here. And there we go. Okay, y'all. So this is my updated version of my personal size traveler's notebook. Anyway, I have this kind with the little flap that holds everything in like this. Or I have this one right here that doesn't have the flap on the end. I really kind of think I like this one better than this one, even though this one everything is inside and it's got that flap, and if anything kind of falls out or whatever, it's all like in there. So you can choose. I'll link the video to this one below this video if you're interested in going back seeing that one. But anyway, yeah, I hope you'll give this a try. And anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for subscribing. The numbers on my channel are still continuing to grow, and I'm very excited and so very grateful. So anyway, thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thank you, and y'all have a good day. Now I'm going to go back to bed for a while. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.